Hi there, this video is going to talk about adding collections or categories to your product catalog and how that impacts the navigation menu on in the header of the website. So you're actually going to be starting in your dashboard for your site. You go to Store Products Collections. Collections are just categories. They're collections of products that you can then assign or categorize appropriately. Every collection you'll see will show up here, and you can edit existing collections. You can add an image or of course delete. Notice you cannot duplicate a collection, not the same way you can duplicate a product. So we're going to add a new collection. We're going to select products. We're going to rename it. Perhaps we'd want a collection image for it. And then we would either save it or add a collection to the site. This is an important detail here, because if you save it, the collection exists. Your customers can still get to it. If you add the collection to your site, it saves it, but it actually adds a page to the website specifically for that collection. In almost all cases, that's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want a page that exists on the website that automatically gets added to your menu. I'm not going to click that on this site, as it's a site that's going to be going live soon. So I'll cancel out of that, but that's the important distinction here. Now, why is that important? We'll discard that. So you go back over to your editor. If you were to create that page and click Add Collection to Site, it's actually going to create a page in your menu. And chances are you probably want that, because your menu, if you're running an e-commerce business, is in all likelihood going to have collections. Now, what are some exceptions here? Maybe you have temporary collections that you create for one-off or low inventory products. Maybe you have hundreds or thousands of collections and you really just don't need them all in your menu, of course. So there are plenty of other exceptions as well. But in general, for e-commerce, you're going to want a collection or a category in your menu. It's just the best practice, and visitors are expecting to be able to find them there. So after the collection gets added, you can see we've already done that with some of these other collections. It just has a sample product in there. And you can see once it's a page, you can then add any elements that you would on any other Wix page to your collection page. If you look over here on the menu, you're also going to see that you can create sub-menus. You just drag it down, drop it in. It's a little tricky to get it out of there, but there you go. And that's just a drag and drop using the 6-dot icon over here. And that is about it. Once the collection is created, you're probably going to want to double check the SEO. Make sure, in fact, we got one we need to correct there. Make sure the URL slug is indicative of what is on that page. You can't use spaces or special characters here, and format and capitalization doesn't matter, but use a dash to separate them there. And then you're going to want it to show in the search results. That basically means Google can see it. There are some other options here as far as making it your home page, different layouts, and if it's a members only page or password protected. But in general, most importantly for the collection pages, you just want to make sure the URL slug is appropriate for what's on that page. And then, of course, always save and publish your site. So that's it. Any questions, reach out to BizLadder 888-249-8633. Thanks.